Hey everyone, welcome back to the Danni Dolphin podcast. Hope everyone's doing well. These will be kind of sporadic, but yeah, they're coming out basically weekly. Yeah, it sucks. Sorry about that. Kind of all over the place. I will have a more scheduled date. It's just, yeah, I'm still working overtime at my work, and from all the med changes, I'm just kind of run down. But I'm enjoying still doing this. I love it. Gives me a chance to vent, and it gives me a chance to reflect on things and stuff. So I hope everyone's been doing well. Yeah, work's been busy though. They got me working so much lately, so it's been crazy. But just something I got to do right now. Like I said, one person just got back from vacation, one person's healing from surgery, we got a new person working with me, and yeah, it's just kind of crazy. I've been opening and closing, and I'm run down. And yeah, and this job was supposed to be just more of a social thing, as you know, it's just retail, it doesn't pay a lot, so it was more of a social thing, go along with other stuff that I'm doing. But yeah, people are away, so they're depending on me. But yeah, I'd rather, work a little bit and then do some more creative stuff and some editing for people and stuff like that, and yeah, do other things as well, and be more creative, get out there. It sucks. I mean, it's good to have a regular job and meet people and talk, but I mean, I'm getting a little older, and yeah, if I just get my own health back up or I feel normal, I wouldn't mind taking like a course in like a support worker or something, because I really find I'm good. A lot of people come in, there's a woman, and this person, I don't really want to say too much about them. They're whatever it's called, bi-gender or something, and so yeah, they kind of yeah, so they have the worker and they come in, they find them, and I really like them, like her. They're really cool, and yeah, I get along with people like that. But other people with autism, I get along with really well. But yeah, I mean, like, I think I could easily do some work like that, and I do have some stuff where I could actually get into that. But I just got to be prepared, and that'd be a better job. I can't be 35 working in retail. I mean, it was fun when I get the discount and be in my early 30s or whatever and work at a video game store. Yeah, it's cool and all, but yeah, you kind of get a little older. And I mean, this woman yesterday, she's like, you wouldn't remember this stuff in our town. It happened like whatever this many years ago. You're just youngins and stuff. And then she leaves, and I'm just laughing because I'm like, to my coworker, like, I'm 33, man. Like, I'm old. He's like, my coworker's like, you're 33? What the? They're laughing. They're like mid-20s or something, right? But it's like, oh yeah, feeling it now. But yeah, just get another job and work on my other things, OnlyFans stuff I'd like to do more on, and just a whole bunch of things, get the merch going, be more creative. It's just, yeah, just filling in. It was just really bad timing filling in for all these people at my work when I'm pretty much dying from these meds, and it's just been a lot. But not to be a downer, but it's been busy. And yeah, but like I said, the autisms, the bi-genders, the people, the misfits of society, so-called misfits, right? Because what really is normal? But the so-called misfits, I get along with them, and yeah, if I could help them, get around their day, drive them to appointments, and just be a friend and ally to them, I think I could do that. I think it'd be good for me. So that's where I'm kind of headed for job stuff in the future. But yeah, just having this retail video game store job is pretty fun still, because I like to talk about people with games, and there's a lot of cool other people that come in talking about lots of movies and Marvel stuff, Marvel figures, Transformers. A lot of really interesting people come in, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, besides that, not a lot of personal stuff happened to me this week. People at work were good to me, customers were pretty good to me, so it wasn't that bad, working with different people, different managers, assistant managers, stuff like that. So it's a little, you have to figure out how to work around some people, but for the most part, things have been alright. And yeah, I just haven't had any time. I haven't even gone like to Value Village lately. I haven't been hitting the pawn shops that much. I stopped in and said hello for a moment and paid some of my layaway for a whole bunch of 90s comics that I got. Yeah, stuff like that. Maybe I should do pickup video of the comics, I know, because that'd be kind of cool, because maybe you can tell me if some of them are good, not worth money or anything, just if they're a good read or whatever, because I don't care about value of the stuff I collect, because I don't intend to sell it ever, and if I sell the odd thing here and there, whatever. But I also recently thought I'd share this story. My mom, like, she's a youth worker and all that, and she knows all these people, but different people in town. But yeah, she had one of her friends that she knows has 2 little kids, and I found these Optimus Primes at Walmart, and I also found some other, I gave them some of my Value Village pickups. I gave them a bunch of Transformers figures, and these kids were so excited and happy. And that's cool. That's another, helping other people. And if I'm inspiring some kids to play with Transformers and toys and imagination more than on a computer screen or something, then yeah, I think I'm doing a good job. Pat myself on the fin, mate. But you know how it is. But yeah, so yeah, a little bit of that, and yeah, not a whole bunch of stuff. Been busy, like I said, with the work, and yeah, I just want to get back into making more content, though. That's what really makes me happy, and what I'd like to focus on. So not a huge walk-in this week. The walk-in is when I've been talking about what's been happening in my life, but not a ton of stuff. But yeah, just work on here, on there, everywhere. But just trying to get healthier, Can't wait to feel like almost normal again from taking these stupid antidepressants. I can't believe that stuff is legal and can mess some people up that much. I'm highly sensitive to that stuff, and it already has messed me up quite a bit. So it's just scary, You're like, will I ever feel normal? Or like, did I ruin my brain taking that stuff? Did I ruin my life? But trying to just do the best I can, keep my head up, and yeah, this stuff, like I said, makes me really happy. So that's just remember to like the podcast, share the podcast. It's on Anchor as well if you want to listen to just the audio or you're at work or something, but definitely watch the podcast on here, because we're trying to get all first 10 episodes, even though this is only episode 7. We're trying to get all of the first episodes out, first 10 episodes. After they all hit 100 views each, we'll be doing some Transformers figures and stuff like that giveaway. Lots of giveaways coming on the channel, as well as making sure we hit that 1,300 subscribers. That'd be super sick. And yeah, I'll do a giveaway there. Also trying to hit 1,000 followers on Twitter. So yeah, I like to give back to you. I like to see stuff grow. I like to give back to the community. It really makes me happy and have some fun here. But yeah, make sure just to do all that stuff. And yeah, you can follow me on all the social media links down below and all that good stuff. But yeah, we'll get into some Transformers news, some other retro gaming news, talking about the new Sega Mini Genesis and some stuff like that. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy. I'm not trying to be a downer. Trust me, I'll be a little bit higher energy and more positive soon. I'm trying to do the best I can without getting burnt out, So thank you so much. And yeah, let's get into some Transformers topics and some geeky stuff. All right, let's get into some Q&A. Steve Green, go give Steve Green's channel a follow or go check him out. He's a huge supporter of my channel, and he's always got nice questions, so make sure to get your Q&As in as well. Ask me some questions, ask me whatever you like, from all the nerdy stuff to anything in my personal life to being trans and whatever else. Whatever bag of tricks do you have, Danny? But yeah, so yeah, get your questions in, you'll get shouted out, and yeah, if you do it all the time and ask a lot of questions, it might be good for you and your channel growth. But yeah, I don't know, just yeah, welcome to the crew, welcome to the pod. All right, Steve Green asks, that's a really cool question. I wouldn't mind if they were just on Cybertron for part of it, or it was kind of more featured in space and then a little bit of Earth. I gotta have some Earth on it, because yeah, but that opening scene, if I would have seen that opening scene in 2007, I would have jumped out of my chair, and I probably would have tried to fight every single person in the audience, or I probably would have smashed my head against a brick wall to make sure I was living in reality, because if I seen that opening scene, Soundwave popping his chest open and Ravage coming out in the original Shockwave, a voice actor playing Shockwave, and seeing Starscream stand there and some other guys in the background, and Optimus Prime and the Autobots and all that good stuff, I would have flipped out. I would have thought this world was too good. I would have dumped the popcorn all over my head and poured the hot butter down my pants. But in reality, I would have freaked out. I would have been like, yes, they nailed it. It took how many more years since 2007 to get Bumblebee? I mean, get Bumblebee. It's all about Bumblebee. To get a Transformers right. And yeah, wow. That opening scene is fantastic. This get a good little chance for me to express that, but yeah, I love the opening scene. But who I would have wanted to see more of, or who wasn't really featured in a new movie or something like that, I would have chose people like, yeah, the Coneheads, Ramjet, Dirge, and Thrust. I would have had all the Coneheads there. The three main Coneheads, but yeah, more Coneheads all day, cone your heads. But yeah, Coneheads for sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it would have been cool. Maybe like Devastator would have been too much, but just a couple of the Constructicons or something, some of the Constructicons or Combaticons just hanging out, ones that you could really see that it was them and stuff like that. That'd be really cool. I think there Wheeljack in that opening scene. If not, more Wheeljack or just more Wheeljack, because I love him. One of my favorite Transformers. I always forget to mention that because I'm always on my Decepticon thing. It would have been cool to see more Wheeljack and stuff like that. But yeah, another one would have been cool to see Rumble or Frenzy or Rumble, whatever they are to you, pop out of Soundwave's chest, as well as Laserbeak and the gang, stuff like that. Yeah, got the Constructicons. I'm just kind of honing it down for some G1 love. I'm just looking at my shelf of goodness. Blitzwing, Astro Train, some guys like that as well. But just, yeah, more G1, more goodness. And yeah, just even how they looked pretty good. I mean, I know people said it looks great, but if you could just tweak it just a little more, not as slimmed down, just a little more blocky, a little more plain, and I think you would just have it. If I saw the new Bumblebee opening back in 2007, I would have lost my mind. I loved Transformers back then. I was still collecting in 2007, and I remember after seeing that movie, I was kind of let down, and kind of got out of Transformers for a while, but, when you have a girlfriend and all that and you're young, it's like, you're more interested in other things and not as much collecting. And they're like, why are you buying this? It's like, because it makes me feel good. Don't I make you feel good? But yeah, so yeah, stuff like that. I probably will hate listening to this later, and I'll be like, oh, I should have said this, I should have said that, I should have said what about some of the headmasters? What about Misfire, some oddball Transformers as well? But oh yeah, from the Autobot side, like I said, Wheeljack, Springer. Oh, Springer would be hype. I'd lose my mind. Springer. I know people would want to see Hot Rod, stuff like that, like a legit G1 style Hot Rod on screen would just be to die for. Stuff like that. I really hope that the next set of movies that come out for Transformers, I really hope that they do more of a G1 style, even more G1 than that. Like I said, that trailer, the opening to Bumblebee was fantastic, but if you could just tune it just a bit more and just have it so G1, that would be hype. But yeah, I hope that answers that question all right. Thanks for asking, Steve Green. Go check them out. They're a huge supporter of the channel, and yeah, they're always asking questions. They're on the ball like y'all should be. Ask me anything. Come on, more questions. But yeah, we'll get on to the next question. All right, another question from Grubgun. Now they actually do make content and or have a Twitch and Twitter and everything, so go give them a follow. They'd be really appreciated, highly supportive of here, and yeah, as a friend, I have them on Facebook, and we like to chat. So yeah, means a lot to me, our friendship. When you start to meet people online and actually have a connection with them and all that, pretty awesome. But yeah, I like this part of the message you put. Just listening to this a week late, I always love the walk-in part at the beginning. It really helps us to get to know you better. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I know it's such a weird thing to call the walk-in, but I know Lil Wayne said that, and he's like, this is a walk-in or whatever. And you're walking in with him and stuff, and he's chatting. I just like it. And yeah, I think it's cool. I like to share here and there. Sometimes I just, some weeks I'm going to probably burst more and say things, and sometimes I'll keep it more calm or keep it more like this and that, and it's just, that's all my sides. You really get to know me more and more personal life stuff, because yeah, I kind of wanted to make more personal life stuff on the channel, but I just didn't know how to do it because I'm not going to just do a separate video out of nowhere since my channel is heavy on, nostalgia and toys and video games, right? So it's like, But yeah, like I said, incorporating doing a podcast, I thought, yeah, people get to know me better. We can talk about the nerdy stuff and all that. But yeah, so yeah, that's the point of the walk-in. I'm glad you like it and glad it's working. And yeah, so stoked on this stuff that it really helps me, actually. I love doing this. But yeah, Grubgun asks, what are the holy grail transformers that you'd love to have but are either too expensive or you just haven't found them yet? Also, is there a holy grail video game that you'd love to own but don't? Anyway, I love the podcast. It keeps getting better all the time. I hope this week's all right. It's been a lot, but starting next week, I'm actually going back to my regular schedule so I can work on my own stuff, work on some freelance stuff, work on at work, and just feel a little better. But yeah, so Holy Grail Transformers you have, yeah, just all the G2 stuff. I'd love to have all the G2 stuff, but I just, yeah, some of it, it's just expensive. Like, and then I bought some of it, like I bought it like carded, as some would say, like still packaged, still sealed. But yeah, some of that stuff now I wanted to open it when I bought it. Now I'm like, I don't really want to open it. But I know it sucks not opening a transformer that doesn't transform. That just doesn't make trans sense. But let's transcend. But no, yeah, I really want them. And just that G2 era, like, there's something, I love G1, but I kind of got more into G2 just because of the age and the money my family had at the time. We were more rolling when G2 and B stores were out. So yeah, I love the G2 stuff, some Masterpiece stuff as well. It's just expensive, like, but not like a holy grail item in particular that I can really think about. I just want, like, yeah, all the G2 stuff as a whole. When it comes to, yeah, oh yeah, I think about this a little harder, but when it comes down to Holy Grail stuff, actually, that I would like to have, because yeah, I know it is G1 Japanese continuity, is the Victory stuff. You know, like, oh, I'd die to have some of that Victory stuff, but it is pretty expensive, and the stuff I see, it's either, but yeah, some of the, like, Star Sabers I see for G1, they're yellowed, and then the ones in the packaging are a lot of money. But yeah, I'm so glad I thought of that. I would have been so upset about that if I didn't mention that before, what I was thinking. But yeah, like I said, Holy Grail, yeah, like any Victory stuff, like Victory figures, like, I love Victory. I've only watched the first 10 or so episodes on some weird dub, and then, yeah, I'd probably have to watch the rest subtitled, but I like Victory. I wish I could. If anyone knows where to find a good Victory dub that actually has media players that are still functional or you can still play them, let me know, because I found some dubs, but I could not play them, and I am just not that tech savvy with downloading stuff to fix it, so let me know. Some easy fix to watch Victory dub would be a delight. I found Headmaster's dub online for free, but if you're not well versed in Victory, like, I'm not deep into Victory, but I'm getting more and more into it. Like I said, I've started with Headmasters, and I was like, oh, I thought I enjoyed Headmasters, and I saw Victory. I was like, oh, this is way better. Star Saber's a boss. Star Saber is cool. I just like there's so many multiple different transformations. You know, one guy splits in half and transforms into two different vehicles and turns into a robot. And it's just the transformations are different. The transformations are cool. I looked at the G1 style toys. I know they've made Star Saber Masterpiece, which is cool, but I am so much more into the G1. And when I see those G1 Star Sabers and stuff, I'm like, oh man. But, I don't need it now. And, I want to buy it myself, and I want to get it sometime down the road, but it's probably when I have my new home and living the life of luxury with my Star Saber collection at 35, 37 years old. But hey, I'll be happy. I'm 33, so I got some time right now to put in some good work, and things have been working and going really well in so many ways. So I never got into YouTube for the money or anything, but if my YouTube ever did take off and stuff, and I had more help here and there, I'd expand and just live a life. The reason I want to get a home so bad, I know this is totally off track, but so I'd mention it. The reason I want to get a home so bad is, yeah, I just want to make one area like the studio, like gamer hangout, like not like a yeah, man cave, more like a dolphin cave. Not the dolphin cove, not the dolphin cove though. Let's not get those mixed up. I don't want to be slaughtered. But yeah, like kind of like just a little area where I have like all my computers for editing and shooting stuff, maybe a green screen and other things set up, like a table for when I do my unboxings. Just, enough room. And I like homes because, it sucks having people all around you all the time in like an apartment, and it's like, people are shouting, kids are running down the halls, people are banging on the floors. Like, it's just, I'm sick of apartment living. And yeah, I loved house living as a kid. I loved being in a neighborhood. I just felt like I could be more creative in there too. And I feel like now, just looking back on life, you're like, I didn't really like where we lived. Even though we had a pool, we had a really nice home, and it was just like, you take things for granted when you're a kid, and then you realize like, before I wanted to live in these fancy houses on the hills. Now, I would never want to do that. I'd rather just live like in an old school 90s neighborhood with a pool and all that, and my studio and home. So, new vehicle, and yeah, just things like adult things, but so sidetracked. But you even asked me about video games, but this is what this part of the podcast is for, is a ramble as well. But any Holy Grail video games? There probably is some. I've owned everything I've ever played as a kid, basically, and enjoyed. I know it's insane to say. And then I almost own every game that I really love. I know there's a few things I don't own, but that I want, but of course. But yeah, it's just not for a Holy Grail. Like I don't care about games, how much they cost or anything. I got Flintstones Dinosaur Peak at a pawn shop a while ago, and I know that goes for some cash, but I don't care. I don't consider it a Holy Grail. I just got it for a good price and added it to the collection. People think this. I met people that are already getting rid of the NES stuff, so it's like, whatever. I don't care if it goes up or down. I'm just happy to have it. But I don't know. I think some sealed stuff, like a sealed Turtles in Time, or just brand new Turtles in Time video game case, stuff for Super Nintendo that I like the first 3 Donkey Kongs. I think I have them in boxes, but they're not the best condition. Maybe not the third one, or the third one's in the worst condition. But yeah, stuff I wouldn't mind getting some sealed stuff that I really like. I know I'm one of those. I don't mind some sealed collecting now. But yeah, I own basically every game that I want to play. But yeah, it's just like having stuff more packaged or sealed or new or whatever would be cool. But yeah, awesome question. Not to ramble too much longer, but thank you. Check out Grub Gun. They're awesome. They really boost me up some days when I'm feeling low too. And say they enjoy this stuff so much. It gives me, an extra motivation to get it done and do it. Things have been crazy. Hopefully this will be out as soon as possible. But yeah, thanks for asking. Hope you enjoy the drug out answer. And yeah, next question. All right, last question of the day. Pumpkin Glow. Go check her channel out. She's awesome. Always has great questions. She has an awesome Tumblr and YouTube channel. So go check her out. I highly appreciate it. She's really awesome. Always leaves sick comments. And yeah, it's awesome to see some girls around here. I know. I try not to be too misogynistic, but it's just in my blood. But yeah, she asks, a question for next podcast. What was your worst experience buying Transformers or whatever else off Craigslist, flea markets, garage sales, online stores, etc.? Like rude people getting ripped off, toy turned out to have roaches in it. That always sucks. Whatever weird stuff might make for a weird story. And Pumpkin Glow said she got burnt on trying to pick up an Ultra Magnus figure. So that sucks. She says, enjoyed the podcast as always. Take care and have a good week. But, yeah, so, yeah, you know what? A lot of the stuff comes to mind. I'm very good on eBay and stuff. I always get 5-star ratings on people and check out all of their stats on and their ratings for selling. So I usually do, Canadian listing if possible. So they must be a good person, right? Just kidding. But and then then 99 point whatever rating for 100% good reviews or whatever. Lots of good reviews. You got to go through it and see what you like. But try to get as good as reviews as possible. A channel that has that little stamp of approval for eBay, but other things are a little tougher, like garage sales. I don't really go garage sailing. I know we really should. I'm missing out on such an opportunity, but I don't want to go alone, and no one really wants to go with me or is up that early. And yeah, it's troublesome for me to get up early lately. Like, I get up at 9, but you got to be on your ball for flea markets, and it's just the med changes which feel like garbage in the morning. But next year, I got to make it that a fact for sure. Next year, garage sales. Flea markets, we don't really have one. We used to have a good one in town, then they took it away, so that really blows. But yeah, everything I bought off people, like in person, no one's ever been that rude or anything. Some people have just been a little sketchy. Like, I had to go down this one guy's basement, and when I was in there for a second, I was like, was this a good idea? And yeah, it probably wasn't, but it all worked out. But you just got to be aware and safe in public, or when you're doing stuff in buying stuff off people online. I never dealt with Craigslist necessarily. Felt with a bet. There's another site called Castanet and stuff in town, so I've used that site to track down stuff. But the one thing I did get burned on, I will mention, is on eBay. But this is how I learned to use all the good ratings and blah blah blah. But yeah. It said they were legit, the NECA Ninja Turtle figures, I think, with the red bandanas, and they turned out to be total knockoffs, where the joints would just fall out and the paint jobs were terrible. And yeah, it just sucked because they had the actual pictures of the real ones, and I'm pretty sure that was the one. Yeah, I got it from a Chinese dealer at the time. It was too good to be real, but that was like years and years ago, like 5, 7, whatever, 10 years ago. No, like 5 or 7 years ago. And I was very inexperienced for buying online. And I was like, oh, it's a great deal from China. Better take it. But yeah, so I did. Take the pill, take the ride. But yeah, that one was the one where I actually was upset, and I think I either gave the turtles away or just put them in a box and never looked at them again. I was horrified. Maybe if I still have them, I'll show them, but they were so junky, and it was just like, I never got the original ones, still haven't. But I ordered the 7-inch or whatever they are from GameStop exclusives, even though the EB Games here, but of the movie style Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 90s movie style figures. And I really like those, so I'm hoping those will turn out. But yeah, for the most part, too, yeah, nothing really stands out for that bad, except those figures, because, everything else I bought off people or gone online, it was the price it was the thing it wasn't good condition, the condition I thought it would be, even all my other eBay purchases and Amazon. Yeah, Amazon, though, a few times, if I was a sealed collector for some of my Transformers figures, yeah, they sent them totally smashed up in the box. Boxes were it looked like Jim Carrey from Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, knocked them around my apartment and down the street and then into a gopher's mouth and then into my house. I have heard of that, though, with Amazon, that they can be a bit crappy that way, even if you get the good shipping and the collector's price. Yeah, the people delivering it will throw it around. But for the most part, everything's all good. Those turtle figures stuck out the most, though. Those hurt. Those were a burn. But for the most part, yeah, just make sure you're safe and make sure you're checking out the other listings. Make sure you're getting the right deal, not getting ripped off, and yeah, ask to see it if you can in person before you buy it and all that good stuff. But yeah, thanks for asking. Pumpkin Glow, you rock. Everyone go follow her, for real. Come on now. Definitely check out her Tumblr. She's got some cool pictures of her figures and a whole bunch of stuff on there, which is really cool. And we gotta support the gals around here. But yeah, everyone else, thank you for asking. Everyone that asked, let's get some new people, plus everyone else, keep asking away. It's great. It helps me fill the podcast. It helps me talk about things that I probably wouldn't bring up right at the moment, and maybe will in the future, but blah, 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 blah. But yeah, get your questions in, get a shout out, and yeah, ask me anything from Transformers to being trans to whatever else I'm doing in collecting. But yeah, alright, let's get into some Transformer news. Alright, let's get into some Transformers topics. On Transformers World 2005, where all the good news comes from. Yeah, I checked out the new pictures of the actual toys of Astro Train and Spinster. So yeah, I'm actually really liking this guy. He looks pretty good, Astro Train. I really love the robot mode. Yeah, it definitely resembles the toy. It resembles the G1 TV show. And yeah, he looks a little meaner here. His face looks a little grumpy. I mean, mean, I always thought he was a little bit softer for a Transformer Decepticon, so I kind of actually liked that about him when I was a kid. He seemed a little bit softer and nicer than most Decepticons. But yeah, he looks pretty accurate to the show. He looks pretty accurate to the toy. He's like the right color. He's not like a white shuttle, like a USA shuttle or anything. He's the proper gray and all that with the yellow stripe on his head. And yeah, his gun looks cool. His legs are chunky and bulky. His wings. Yeah, I really like this robot mode. This is a strong robot mode. I know with triple changers, some of their forms can suffer a little bit, but I think this robot mode is very strong, which as we've seen in the line so far for Siege, Soundwave's robot mode, fantastic. His alt mode is, pretty much non-existent, but yeah, super stoked on this robot mode. I can't wait to get this figure. The shuttle mode, as you can see here as well, is pretty decent. I don't know if that platform just folds down from the transformation, but I'm pretty sure it does. It kind of looks like some stuff is missing, but yeah, it's cool. They have it here in blast off mode. It's ready to take off like a rocket or something, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, pretty good shuttle mode. It resembles enough of the G1 cartoon, and yeah, this is really cool that you could put it kind of like in a blast off mode, even though he usually just took off as a train and then transformed into a space shuttle. But hey, this is fun. And yeah, not a bad mode, not a bad alt mode. Now we come to the train. I guess that little box hanging on there is part of it as well, but yeah, the little part up front definitely looks like the actual G1 toy. And yeah, the train mode definitely seems a little weaker and different than most, but hey, I guess that actual part that it's in the background is the platform for the blast off mode. Actually, it's carrying like a little caboose on it, and that's like the blast off part, but but yeah, the rest of the train mode looks definitely G1, and yeah, pretty good. Really reminds me of the old toy, like it has a little tiny Decepticon logo up front where the steam engine is. But yeah, this is nice. I can't wait to get this guy. I'm stoked. This is leader class, so I'm pretty hyped on getting this figure. Can't wait. A little bit close up on that head sculpt once again, and yeah, it is. He looks pretty tough. He looks pretty mean, which I think he looked a little softer in the show. He was always like, better jettison weight or we'll never make it to Cybertron. Like he wasn't too much of a drill sergeant. He was more, kind of laid back and kind of reserved, which I liked. But yeah, I can't wait to get this Astro train in my collection. Here's a better shot of actually the shuttle mode, and the shuttle mode in that form without the launch pad and everything. Yeah, it looks clean. It looks pretty good. I mean, it looks clean. It looks clean enough. I know the back end looks a little junky or whatever, but the front really resembles the show. And yeah, I really am stoked for it. Pretty sure it's almost as good as like Springer. Springer is definitely better probably in some ways. Springer is a strong toy except for its loose feet, and I know it has its issues, but wow, that Springer is the Springer I've always wanted. I've always wanted the G1 Springer as well, but yeah, the shuttle mode, not too bad. Just wanted to mention that actually before we get on to Spinster. I recently got my hands on a Spinster G1. I had to pick one up. I will be reviewing that on the channel as well soon. Yeah, got to get some more G1 reviews up on the channel like I was doing with Dirge and all that. So, yeah, I really liked this figure. I really liked the G1 figure as well. I love the colors. This is just before, the end of the line and, before G2 colors and all that. Still kind of more of the original 80s colors, but I liked, he came with two little target masters, the original G1. His two guns turned into two little robots. That was really cool. I love that. But yeah, this, hopefully you get some other Micromasters in the line or whatever that turn into weapons for him. But yeah, the feet, I really like his feet with the windows, the see-through windows. His clear, see-through, transparent windows on his feet that are blue. And yeah, he really has this pinky and this purple and this even seafoam green mouth plate like Optimus Prime. Kind of has a Prime helmet even though he's a Decepticon, which I love. And I just like this figure. This figure is so cool. This is why I went and bought the G1 one. I found it at a decent price, so I picked him up. But yeah, this guy, there's something about him. I think it's the head sculpt, it's the colors. I like helicopters. Hello, father, I'm in my hello chopper. But yeah, he just looks like really cool, ready to roll, cool, flamboyant, but fun and still kind of gangstery colors. I just love this guy. Like, and this pose they have him in is delicious. But yeah, I can't wait to get these new figures. This line, yeah, I know some of the other Transformers in this line have kind of hurt in alt modes at times, but not everyone. It's mostly Soundwave and such. But yeah, I'm thinking they're knocking the ball out of the park on this line, so I'm pretty excited. And just that helicopter mode. Hello, father. Hello, chopper. But yeah, this helicopter mode, you can see the pink, the purple, the blue. It doesn't have the target master. It just has his regular. Comes just with guns that don't transform or anything. And yeah, because we're living in the cheaper days. But yeah, he's got his gray little his routers. Routers or propellers, or whatever you want to call them for flying, are gray. And yeah, you can see that cool transparent window and some transparent down by the guns in the bottom. It just, overall, this figure works a lot. And yeah, it's cool that they're getting into the target masters now. They've done headmasters, they've done this and that. Now they're getting into the target master era. Hopefully we'll see some little target masters that we can add to him, and I'll be so happy. This is an awesome figure. Super hyped on this guy. Yeah, just gonna quickly mention the Ironhide repaint. That's also Ratchet, but this one is strictly just the Ironhide one with a different head, basically, and stuff. But it's crosshairs. Spider-Man colors. He looks like Spider-Man or something. But this is the least looking forward to him. Would pick him up though. I do like I've said, this Ironhide transformation, this robot mode, is a strong robot mode. I really like it. The chest doesn't look so bloated and pregnant on these guys. They just actually look bulky, chunky, and fun. So not a lot to say on this guy. I'm excited for him. The alt mode is but the robot mode is pretty cool. Looking forward to picking these guys up and reviewing them on the channel. I want to talk about now the fan-voted Battle Mirage, Powerdasher Aragon, and Decepticon Impactor, the new Siege fan-voted pack that's coming out. So that's really cool that some fans got to vote on some stuff and they have it. You know what, besides I don't mind Decepticon Impactor. Actually, he does look kind of cool in a weird way, but besides that, and the Holo Mirage, I'm not too looking forward to this pack at all. The Mirage is cool, but I like the normal one more. He did take this form in the show and such, but he went invisible. He's like the Invisible Woman or something. But yeah, the Autobot is a repaint of that cog from the first wave of Transformers Siege and stuff like that. So they look okay. I didn't pre-order any of these guys. I didn't do anything like that on these three because I'm just not too interested in them. Impactor's alt mode is okay. I mean, I do like his alt mode in a way. I mean, it's kind of cool, the little tank thing, and I do like his head sculpt. The Holo Mirage looks alright in robot mode. He looks kind of cooler even in his alt mode, which I don't mind. And Powerdasher, he's kind of just a disappointment all around. I never been a big fan of the cog figure, that's why I didn't review it. I know I didn't have much to relate to it and all that, but it's not the worst. It's just a pile of junk that you stick together. But my most the favorite of this Impactor and the Mirage, they might be worth picking up in the future. Like I said, I got so many pre-orders from Masterpiece Soundwaves to Astro Trains and all this stuff. I got stuff all over the place right now. I actually tracked down some Rainmakers at a good price, so I ordered those online. They might show up in Toys R Us as well. I'll film that just to film it probably, because I probably won't buy 2 packs of those obviously, but I'll film it there too. So I really like doing those just quick. I never had like quick 2-minute videos before. That's a good way to do it. It's not real toy hunt video. It's just like kind of toy hunt video, but just more of like showing the exact thing that we're looking for. And with Transformers, it's really cool to see Target exclusives coming to Toys R Us and all that, where I picked up those mini cons, but I'll be talking about that later. But yeah, these guys, not the worst, not the best, kind of mediocre at best, but if I find them at a good price, I won't be ordering these guys online or anything, but if I did ever find them, I probably would pick them up, but not a huge rush to jump on these Transformers. Well, I wanted to bring up that I found the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Micromaster 10 pack. Yeah, it was out at Canadian retail. So, yeah, I thought I wasn't able to track this guy down. I didn't think I was going to find him, but I ended up finding it at Toys R Us thanks to a friend. Now, I'm really stoked on this pack, actually. Obviously, there are some repaints and all that, but they are really cool. Yeah, just looking at the back of the box, yeah, it has 10 figures, so that is really cool. Autobots and, yeah, Decepticons. So I think, yeah, no, there is. I think there's more Autobots, though. I think there's 6 Autobots and then 4 Decepticons. But they all look really cool. Yeah, I know they're repaints of some of the other guys. But just looking at the back, the Decepticon, there's a Night Flight and Skyhopper who turn into like a sword or a gun, as well as how they combine to form guns. Crate Maker and Fire Lane, another 2 Decepticons that form a gun. So yeah, that's really cool. There's on the Autobot side, there's Road Police, who's a little, the cop car. There's Wheel Blaze, who looks like a yellow fire truck type thing. Yeah, there's Ground Shaker and Over Air, who look cool. They turn into the swords on the Autobot team. And Recon and Ironhead, who are both little trucks and jeeps. So, yeah, these figures look pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked on them. Like I said, you've seen the video. I will have a review up on these guys as well. It's just been so crazy. But starting next week, my schedule should be getting a bit better again. That job was supposed to be more just for the social part, and I'm taking over like opening and closing and days of work, so it's a little crazy. But yeah, I love these little guys. I'm so stoked on them. I hope you guys can find them. Yeah, I was stoked to go through Toys R Us and find it. Hopefully we'll get those Rainmakers as well. I should be able to shoot this early this week. I got some other figures already shot and a couple other videos in the mix, but hopefully I'll have time to get these guys done soon too. They look really cool though, I just gotta say again, I'm really looking forward to them. They're not for everyone. The price is a bit much, basically $70 Canadian, so it is pricey to pick these guys up. I mean, if they have them in stock and they go down to a little cheaper, I totally would go for it. I'm let you guys know that. But yeah, some of them are just repaints, but some of them are new as well. And yeah, there's just something about them. They're cute, they're small, they're tiny, they turn into cool cars. Definitely really cool colors as well in this pack and a whole bunch of stuff like that. But yeah, I'll have a review up for these guys soon. Love them. So happy I got them. And yeah, check out your Toys R Us if you're in Canada. Transformers Cyberverse Tiny Turbo Changers Series 2 has some new stock images out that are on Amazon UK and stuff like that. I was really stoked to see these, as I just picked up a whole bunch of Series 1 of the Cyberverse Tiny Turbo Changers, and yeah, I didn't open them yet. I have found some loose ones, not from this series though, but other series at Valley Village and stuff, so I got interested, and they finally showed up some of the bags of these figures at Walmart and Toys R Us here, so I picked up a few, and yeah, I was gonna do a video on them when I open them and see what the surprise is. And they're blind bags. They basically, they literally are blind bags of little figures inside. So yeah, it's really cool. I enjoy them. I think they're cute. I really like the one I have. It's a different series, but the same thing. Is a Starscream, and yeah, he looks really cool. But yeah, so there's some new figures, new images that popped up. There is several figures from the first series, like Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Megatron, Grimlock, Soundwave, Shockwave, Black Rat, Nia, and Prowl. But there are some new ones as well, like Acid Storm, Silverbolt, the Great Jetfire, Jazz, Sideswipe, and a minor redeco of Hot Rod that we haven't seen yet. So yeah, I am stoked to get these guys. The new ones, I haven't seen any Wave 2 in my area. Obviously, they're not out yet. They just said they sell these on Amazon, but there's something to look forward to. I know these guys aren't for everyone, but I kind of like them because they are kind of like the Micromasters, even less articulate, less good, but there's stuff I like about them. The Grimlock looks really cute in these robot mode, or in these alt modes. You can see Optimus, Bumblebee, Shockwave, Acid Storm, Grimlock, Black Rat, Nia, Megatron, Prowl, Jetfire, Hot Rod, Soundwave. Yeah, the little alt modes look pretty adorable, and the robot modes are pretty sick as well. I do like to see that Soundwave. And yeah, that Acid Storm looks really good. He's just all green. There's not a lot of detail or extra paint on these guys, but they really have nice heads, nice faces. I always love my trans faces, but yeah, like I said, these aren't for everyone. They're kind of fun. They're gimmicky, and they're kind of, they're for kids more so from the Cyberverse series, of course, but I don't mind them. And like I said, I'd like to open up some of them blindly on the channel, so look out for them. I'll definitely be on the lookout for them, and yeah, once I'll get them around, the ones I have, open them up for you guys, and then yeah, once Wave 2 comes out, I'll pick some up, and we'll do another quick unboxing or opening up of blind bags. Something I don't really do on the channel, but it'd be kind of cool to do something different, and I think these guys are just adorable. But yeah, I'll keep you posted, and let me think, are these guys too dumbed down for you? Are they kind of cute and fun? Let me know. Am I out of my mind? Let me know. Some retro gaming news I'd like to bring up was the Sega Genesis Mini that will be sold for $99.99 Canadian at EV Games on September 9th this year. So that's awesome. I will be getting it. I really like the packaging. If you haven't seen the packaging for this, it's really old school. It's really retro. We got Sonic on the right hand corner. We got the console with 2 controllers, and just how the packaging, I just buy this for the packaging actually, but I wouldn't mind playing it. I am getting one of those NT like Sega Genesis from those NT consoles, so I'd rather use that because I'd rather use the carts that I have to play it. This thing is more of just a gimmick. Yeah, this thing is just kind of more fun to have. It's not for maybe serious collectors. I mean, I know people want to collect these mini consoles and all that, but yeah, it's it's almost based on like more of the person that doesn't fully collect but just wants to play a little bit of Sega Genesis. This includes 40 games, plug and play ready. It's actually made by Sega. It's not like those games ones that appear to be junky themselves. This one though, I've heard a bit of mixed reviews on it. One thing I've heard that's bad is some of the sounds and music, I guess, is off slightly. I couldn't really tell from the reviews I watched, but I am my hearing ain't so good. But yeah, overall, I want this thing just to have it, just to try it out. And yeah, these things are kind of fun. Even though these things will be out and probably reviewed to death by the chance I get one, I will probably do my own take and review on it, as I like to do something a little different. Yeah, I'm looking at another website. It says the Mini now is 42 games instead of 40, so this is just reported on a different website, so I'm not too sure, but I'm happy to see Alicia Dragoon on there. That's really cool. Castle of Illusion, Castlevania Bloodlines, that's really cool. There's other stuff that we've seen so much, like Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Like, I've seen that so much. I mean, Earthworm Jim on there, that's sick. I like our Earthworm Jim. Can't go wrong with Earthworm Jim. Of course, Echo the Dolphin, if you like some exploration in dolphinology. Ghouls and Ghosts, Golden Axe, Gunstar Heroes, Kid Chameleon, Mega Man, The Wily Wars. That's really cool that they have Mega Man, The Wily Wars on here. That is totally awesome. That was like a PAL or European release. We never got this release. And yeah, even the repos go for a lot of money nowadays. But I really, really am stoked to get this just to try a Mega Man on the Sega Genesis. Yeah, then we have the Sonic games. Well, not all of them, just Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic 2. I think leaving out 3 and Knuckles is a shame, to tell you the truth. I really like those ones. Tetris, the Tetris style that was on there. Oh, Vector Man, that's really cool. Yeah, the list goes. There's a few games I left out, but yeah, it's not entirely strong. It's, like I said, where's Sonic 3? Where's Sonic and Knuckles? I know Hyperstone Heist is in, it's so hard to get the rights for that. It's in legal trouble, legal hell to get that on the system. But yeah, where's Hyperstone Heist? Where's Maximum Carnage? I know it's hard to get those games, but I like to see them. I know some people don't like Maximum Carnage and all that, but I don't mind it. And yeah, Turtles Manhattan, I'd be all over this thing. But of course, we don't see any turtles on there. Only dolphins. But yeah, maybe they could have had other games, other stuff people like. I'm just trying to look at some stuff I have quickly. I don't know, yeah, like Primal Rage would have been cool. I know some people it's hit or miss as well, but I like Primal Rage. I like those games. I like those 90s games, I grew up with that stuff. But yeah, for the most part, just getting this thing to have it, to probably review it, to collect it, and then store it, and then play on my NT analog Sega Genesis or whatever. I'll, because I like to use the carts. I like to actually not do emulation. This is emulation. I like to play the cart as much as possible and get authentic, but HD as authentic I can to the old school with HD. I know that's not for everyone, that's not for the purists, but that's what I like. So yeah, I am happy about this. The price, it'll probably be like 20 or so bucks cheaper in America, but yeah, I did pre-order one from EB Games. Let me know if you guys pre-ordered this. This is something you're interested in. I'd love to hear about it. But yeah, I do like Sega a lot. My neighbors had a Sega Genesis. I played Sega with them. Got more into Sega as I started collecting a few years back. And yeah, I mean, it's a cool console. It's hip. And yeah, I don't know. There's lots on it that I like. I really like the graphics. Like I said, when I played Hyperstone Heist, I absolutely love it. I played through it last year like twice. And yeah, I think I have the footage for it. So I should do something with that. But yeah, like I said, this is more of just a collector's piece, a thing to have. But yeah, let me know if you're thinking about picking it up. And yeah, just thought I'd mention it. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you for listening. Cutting this one a little short. I like to get these going a little longer. Sorry that there was such a delay. Yeah, try to get these out on Mondays again and keep up with the flow. It was just crazy this week. Yesterday I was supposed to work on the podcast, and the other day I was so burnt from all those shifts plus doing other work, and then it's just, I'm burning out. I was like, I didn't burn out to like crash and couldn't do it anymore. I just, slowed down, and then I didn't get any time to get on here, and it sucks. Yesterday, I was supposed to go meet a friend and do some stuff, hang out, maybe go some game hunting and maybe take some pictures and stuff like that, but it all came to an end because I was trying to drive out of town, and when I was driving, I popped one of my front tires, got a flat, and I was like, the steering wheel was pulling all to the right. I was like, what the heck? So I pulled into the Walmart on the other side of the bridge, and I was like, oh, at least I wasn't out of town, I wasn't stranded, and I got help. And I got the tire on and all that, and it's getting fixed. But it was just like kind of freaky tire stuff. And yeah, just trying to get out there, be more social, and then little things like that happen that hold you back. And the truth was, I was really not feeling good that day too. And today, not so good at work. And just dizzy, nauseous. Like I could have gone on the trip, but just the stress from the pop tire and all that really stressed me out, and I was in the sun a lot. It's like tough to be on the sun when you're on all these trans meds, so on the estrogen and sunlight, they don't recommend being in it too much, and hence why I got really pale. Yeah, the car stuff's being dealt with, and yeah, lots of other crazy things happened this week. Overworked. It's like you said, like I said, I'm so tired right now, but I love doing this. I'd like to get it back on track, and I missed a week basically, but yeah, get back on track. Because I know these videos are doing pretty well. Like I said, once we get all these videos over 100 views each after 10 episodes, we'll do some giveaways, we'll have some fun, we'll celebrate. I appreciate all the comments. Make sure to comment, leave Q&As, comment anything. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. And yeah, I just want to be here. I want to hit 2K subscribers before Christmas, or by Christmas time. That's probably so unheard of, but maybe I'll start promoting more and doing other things, and yeah, trying to get some more subscribers. It'd be nice to see this channel grow a bit more, and yeah, I like to do more content, different stuff, but Transformers and toy stuff is really working, meeting lots of cool and open-minded and chill people that just want to celebrate Transformers, celebrate figures and toys, and just mellow time. And yeah, I love to add some more gaming content, get back onto that, maybe play some stuff that I really like, and just a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just getting started here. I just need my health fully back and my energy, and yeah, I'll keep things rolling. I mean, they've been a little slow again, kind of goes in bursts, but I was having bad withdrawal effects again this week. It gives you night terrors, this medicine, and nightmares, and just crazy stuff. And feeling nauseous, feeling, just sick and low energy, which I hate. You take your health for granted. Health is wealth because, well, if you're healthy, you have the energy to do all these things. And, I did take it for granted. If I ever do feel normal from taking all this stuff, I will have a different outlook on life. So it did teach me something. But I just need to start feeling better. And I hate that I've been complaining about that so much, but I just gotta let you guys know. Not at my best, but I'm trying my best. And yeah, hope you guys still enjoy it. So much more to come. More Transformers topics next week. Maybe add some more gaming stuff. I'll definitely add a VHS and memories on the next one. I just haven't had even time to relax and watch a good 80s movie or 90s movie. So yeah. But yeah. Thank you so much. Comment, like, share, show the podcast to other people. Get them involved, help the channel grow. Get your friends to subscribe, show your friends the channel, and all that good stuff. So thank you so much. I love you all. Take care, and yeah, stay strong, stay safe, stay positive. And this dolphin might even find you on that flip side, y'all.